These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Down at the 39-yard.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Taylor down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Again, the ball carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now, oh boy, that's Jonathan Taylor. He is still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That's complete right around the end. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
For Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
1st and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
The give to Taylor. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 29.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Wentz. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
By Aaron
Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He rifles one, it's intercepted. And he found it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tackle made.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
At the 34-yard line.
Hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Rams.
This is intercepted yet again. Picked up at the 14, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by khari29's. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Now Wentz. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Rams nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
No return on this one as the fair catch a single for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Los Angeles.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford will get this complete to Cooper Kupp. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Wentz. It's into the hands of Pascal. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. This is the tight end, Njoku. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, L.A.
Stafford's pass.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
9-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wentz to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For Paris Campbell, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Final shot before the break, Stafford. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
For Indianapolis.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
Fields in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's wise. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to be set down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Colts 28, Rams 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Los Angeles.
They'll run this with Akers.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Akers, the ball.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Oh, Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Sean Davis with a pick. It's a run to over. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what the referees have. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz, a good throw here, finding Pascal.
Wentz's pass.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. 3rd and shotgun now for Wentz. And Pascal's got it. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside of an over 70 yards.
Two-score lead in the 3rd quarter. They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 17-yard line.
On first down, Taylor evades him at the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 17 yards out, and the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start in trouble here? And down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to take another shot here. On Stafford for the 3rd time. He's intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 51 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. the gun. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent that could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Colts 41, Rams 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the deep. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Rams have got it back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game. And ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Now Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Returnable for Grant. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter.
Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Again, it's Stafford. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. At the 3. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Touchdown. Robert Woods with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
The kick is
and he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Colts 41, Rams 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run with Taylor. Push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Taylor.
It gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flag's flying. And this one could be coming back. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
They'll run with Taylor. Stays on his feet. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,